Hey guys, so today I'm filming my winter beauty haul for February. I have so many amazing products here to share with you guys, and I decided that I'm going to be doing something different in 2016. I'm going to be keeping written records of all of my makeup purchases. So I have a notebook where month by month I keep track of what products I purchased and how much they cost. So I have decided that I'm going to put myself on a makeup budget. I want to spend no more than $100 on makeup each month, which I think is a pretty good amount of money. I feel like I'm able to try out a bunch of products without getting too excessive, and as you guys know, I'm always buying things on sale and with coupons, so I'm able to maximize that $100. So first I'm going to start with the things that I purchased from Ulta. So I had been very interested to try the new Biore baking soda skincare products. These are new for spring 2016. For spring 2015 they released some charcoal products which I really enjoyed, so I wanted to try these out as well. These were buy one get one 40% off at Ulta, and I also was able to use my $3.50 off $10 coupon, so it was basically buy one get one free, which I thought was an amazing deal, so I couldn't pass it up. Even though I don't need skincare products right now, I just really wanted to try these out. So the two items that are in this baking soda line would be the baking soda pore cleanser and the baking soda cleansing scrub. So really excited to try these out. And the last thing I got from Ulta is one of the NYX lingerie liquid lipsticks, and I have the shade Bedtime Flirt, which is a fantastic peachy nude. It isn't too deep, it isn't too light. It works out really well for my skin tone, and that would be this first swatch right here. I love the way this looks on me. I was able to find the perfect nude in the line for me on my first try, so very excited about that. Not sure if I'm going to be purchasing any more colors or not, but this will be included in my What's New at the Drugstore NYX review that will be coming up very shortly. I was waiting to try out the Pro Foundation Mixer in white, which is available on Ulta.com. So in the Ulta app, they have a function where you can check in-store availability for products, and the app told me that the NYX Pro Foundation Mixer and the Real Technique Cleansing Palette were both in stock at my store. Definitely not. There was not a permanent display or a special display. They were nowhere to be found in the store, and they've never been there. So that made me pretty upset. That's the reason I went to Ulta yesterday, and they didn't have any of those things. So why have that function if it's not going to be accurate? So pretty frustrated. I hope they show up at my store eventually, because I don't like to purchase from Ulta online because you have to spend $50 to get free shipping, which I think is stupid. I really wish Ulta would have that flash shipping service like Sephora does, because I would purchase way more items from Ulta if they offered that. Next, I purchased some things from Sephora. So I go into Sephora time to time, but I don't purchase from them very often. I much prefer to purchase products from Ulta instead because I like the reward program better, but there are some certain products and certain brands that are only available at Sephora. So I did get a $50 Sephora gift card for Christmas, which was so exciting, and I knew exactly what products that I was going to get. The main product I wanted is very exciting. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in the shade Pearl. This is a shimmery white highlight. Now, for all of us pale skin girls out there, this is going to be our dream highlighter because it will actually show up on our skin tone. I think this was $38, which is stupid. Like, it is absolutely stupid to pay that much for a highlight, even though this will last forever because it's so pigmented. That's the reason I purchased this with a gift card. Otherwise, I would never own this or any Becca highlighter because $38, like, that's absurd. But really happy to have this. I think it is fantastic. Do I think it's worth $38? No, but I really am happy to have this. It works so well for my skin tone. Then I purchased what I'm wearing on my lips today. This is one of the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks in the shade Lovesick. Out of all the shades, I felt like this is the one that I would get the most use out of. This is the most beautiful dusty pink shade. Like I said, I am wearing it on my lips today with the ColourPop Razor Lippie pencil just to line my lips. I filled it in only with this. and the second swatch is Lovesick. This is the first time wearing it on my lips, and wowie wow wow, this is seriously so comfortable. It is completely dried down without feeling like it's sucking the life out of my lips. I'm so impressed with this formula. I would definitely consider purchasing other shades. This was $20, which is a little bit expensive, but considering the price of most high-end lip products, it is not that bad. So really happy I got this shade because I think I'm going to be wearing it a ton. And then from Sephora, I purchased another liquid lipstick. This is from the Sephora collection. It is their cream lip stain in the shade number 14, which is called Blackberry Sorbet, I believe. And this color is so stunning, and I believe it is a dupe for Lime Crime Beat It and Anastasia Craft, which are such beautiful shades. So I have that color swatched right on the bottom. I've heard amazing things about this formula. I haven't tried it on my lips yet, but I'm very, very excited to, and I think this was $14, which is definitely much more of a reasonable price for a liquid lipstick, and they have a bunch of different shades to choose from as well. Now, after working at Estee Lauder, I especially don't want to ask for samples because I know how annoying it is, but I did ask for 2 samples of products I was really interested to try, and I'm really glad that I did it. So I have tried out one of the 2. The first one I got is the Benefit Porefessional Matte Rescue because I have heard really good things about it, and I wanted to try it for myself because I have been let down with so many mattifying products. It is this blue jelly here that actually goes on super smoothly. It is not sticky or thick or hard to blend out at all. I am enjoying it so far, but I don't know how much of a difference it's actually making. So I think one day I'm gonna do like half and half of my face and see what the difference is at the end of the day so that I can tell whether this would be worth purchasing or not. The other sample I got is the Smashbox Insta-matte for lips. I have seen some videos on it. It looks super duper cool, so I wanted to try it out with a bunch of different lipsticks and see if it would be worth purchasing because it is a very, very cool concept. Then I purchased some products from MAC. They recently released their Flamingo Park collection, which was just a bunch of different pink products. They had blushes and lipsticks and a shadow palette. They had so many different products in this collection, which is so exciting. I love when MAC releases big collections. That's usually when I get excited, and I love when they include blushes. So I did purchase 2 out of the 6 blushes. 5 out of the 6 were limited edition, which is super exciting. It's always kind of a letdown when MAC has so many permanent products in their special collections because why not just introduce new colors? I am a bit disappointed that these are in regular packaging. Even though special packaging costs more, how cute would it have been to have flamingos on the packaging? All of my limited edition MAC blushes are in special packaging, and now these aren't, which is just a little disappointing, but it definitely does not take away from the quality of the product. I'm just sad that I don't have any beautiful flamingo packaging. So like I said, I did purchase 2 shades, and these are the 2 lightest shades in the range. And I had heard a ton of people say that these were super similar, and I do not think so at all. I can definitely justify having both because I'm really good at justifying blush purchases. If you all have seen my blush drawer, each shade is a little bit different, and I'm able to justify having them all. And MAC blushes are my absolute favorite. If I had to get rid of all of my blushes and only keep blushes from one brand, I would pick MAC. I absolutely love MAC's blush quality and all the shades they have to offer. So the first shade I have is called What I Fancy, which is a satin finish, and I also have Spring Flock, which is a matte finish. So What I Fancy is lighter and more pink, and Spring Flock is definitely more peachy and coral. So I love these blushes. They're super duper pigmented and stunning, stunning colors. Are they that unique? Probably not, but am I really glad that I have them? Absolutely. Next, I purchased one of the MAC Velvet Tease lip pencils, and I have the shade Frolic. So I love trying out different lip products from MAC because I have been impressed with a lot of the things that they've put out. You guys know that the Sheen Supreme lipsticks and the Patent Polish lip pencils are holy grail to me, so I was very excited to try these. A lot of the colors were very, very basic, so this is the only shade that I was interested in, and like I said, it is the shade Frolic, which is a pinky peach shade, and I have Frolic swatched right here. So I've only worn this once and it has more of a silicone feel to it. It is definitely 100% different from the Patent Polish Lip Pencil, so I need to test this out more. And I also want to try one of the Retro Matte liquid lipsticks, but the shade that I want has been out of stock on belk.com forever, and I'm waiting for it to come back in stock. And I want to get a discount, which is why I'm waiting for it to come back in stock on Belk, because it is a permanent item, thankfully. So once I'm able to try that out, I think I will do a joint review of the Velvet Tease lip pencils and the Retro Matte liquid lipsticks. And lastly, I decided to get a MAC brush. This is one that's been on my wish list forever. It is the 242 shading brush. Jaclyn Hill has used this a ton. This is a brush that is great to use with pigments. It just picks up the product perfectly, and I really find that this brush is worth having. I do have the 239 shaded brush from MAC, which I love, and I definitely think it's worth having both of them. Now, I did get this on a double discount day with a coupon, so I was able to get it for about 50% off. Otherwise, I wouldn't have purchased it because MAC brushes are so expensive, but I am so glad that I have this one. Next, I purchased some shadows from Makeup Geek. Now, you guys know I purchased a ton last month, and there were a couple of colors I wanted that were out of stock. So they finally came back in stock, so I had to purchase them. The Duochrome pigments are still out of stock. I know that they were having some packaging issues with their sifters and the jars, lids cracking and stuff, so I hope that they will get those sorted out and they will have those products available soon, because I really want to try some of those colors. But anyway, these are the 3 shades that I purchased this month. I have one of the matte shadows in Cherry Cola, and I have 2 of their duochromes. I have Blacklight and Secret Garden. I have not used these yet, but I am very, very excited to. I'm gonna look up some tutorials to help give me some inspiration. Then I purchased 2 lip products from ColourPop. I feel like I cannot go a month without ordering from them. Now, I know that their Ultra Satin Lips just released. I got onto the website like an hour or an hour and a half after they released, and I had wanted to get Echo Park and Dopey for sure, and Dopey was already sold out. It was the only color that was sold out, so I figured maybe it's for the best. Maybe I want to wait to see more reviews from some people that I really, really trust and decide how many shades I want to get, because I'm kind of wary about what I'm going to think about that formula, but I definitely do plan on getting Echo Park and Dopey and doing a review once they come back in stock. So very excited and looking forward to that. But for the 2 products I did purchase, the first one is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Lumiere 2. I was super excited to hear that Kathleen was going to be releasing a liquid lipstick version of her Lumiere Lippie Stick, which is one of my absolute favorite ColourPop Lippie Stick shades. I think it is so beautiful, and I know I had just been telling you guys that I wasn't going to buy any more of these Ultra Matte lips because I don't like their new formula, but this color, I had to get it. So the second swatch right here is Lumiere 2. As you can see, it dries much deeper than it looks in the tube, which is a little bit upsetting because I always like the colors way more in the tube than I like them on my skin tone, which is a little unfortunate, but I do still really enjoy this shade. And then of course I had to purchase the very limited edition ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Trust Me, which is in their new Matte X finish. Now, this was limited edition. It did sell out. They have said that they will be releasing several different shades in this formula, which I cannot wait for because this is incredible. I am so in love with this formula. It is way different than their original matte. It has a thinner texture to it. It just glides on so much easier, but it is still just as pigmented as their matte finishes. So I cannot wait to see what colors they release because I feel like I'm going to be purchasing all of them. So this is what Trust Me looks like. It is a beautiful classic red, and the bottom swatch there is Trust Me. So I did think about not getting this because I don't wear reds hardly at all, but I don't have any true red ColourPop Lippie Stick, so I was able to justify it. So from the drugstore, I only purchased one thing. This is the Milani Brow Fix Kit in the shade Light. I have been using my Lorac Take a Brow Kit in Blonde, which I did recently finish up my shade, which is so disappointing and so sad because I love that product so much. I'd heard amazing things about this brow kit, so I really wanted to try it for myself, and of course I've just been using this lighter shade. I do think this is nice. I think the Lorac is better, but I want to give this a fair shot, so I will be testing this out a lot more before I develop my true thoughts on it. Then I have 2 random products. The first thing is from Lancome. I do not own anything else from them. They are a very, very, very expensive brand, but I did purchase this on a double double discount day with a coupon and $10 rewards. So this is like a $40 product that I got for 10 bucks. So very, very happy about that. Otherwise I would not have purchased it. And this is a limited edition product from their spring collection. It's called my Parisian blush in Rose Haussmann, Haussmann. It is a cream blush. It's like a creamy, moussey blush, similar to ColourPop, but not the exact same texture. It is super, super unique. I haven't worn this yet because I wanted to show it to you guys. Perfect and brand new. It's in this super cute tin with this really pretty packaging on it. So yeah, I definitely would not say purchase this for $40, but for $10, yeah, I'm glad I got it. And my last random product is a China Glaze nail polish in the shade For Audrey. I purchased this off transdesign.com. If you guys saw my DIY bridesmaid proposal gift idea video, I'll have that linked up here. You guys know that this is something that I included in my box to give to all of my bridesmaids, so I decided to get one for myself because I don't own this color yet, and I mean, come on. I have to have this as well. I love China Glaze nail polishes, so I hope that this has just as good of a formula as almost all of their creams do that I own. Next, I have some products that were sent to me. First, I have some things from Memebox. You guys know that I am a Memebox beauty ambassador, so I do get products from them every month to try out and share my honest opinions with you guys. If you've ever seen any of my Memebox reviews, you guys know that I am very, very honest with you all. So they sent me 3 products this month. The first is the I'm Puffs, and I believe these are supposed to be replacement puffs for cushion foundations. I don't own any cushion foundations, but I want to try this with the other foundations in my collection and see what I think of this application method. I'm very wary of it, but I'm definitely going to give it a try. Then they sent me the I'm Multi-Stick, which is basically a cream highlight and contour stick. I believe that both of these come in 3 different shades, which is fantastic, so it will work for more skin tones. The highlight shade is called Luster Beam, and the contouring shade is called Luster Bronze. This is looking a little bit warm tone. I'm very afraid of this. I never cream, highlight, and contour, so a little nervous about it, but I will definitely let you guys know my thoughts in a couple weeks once I've been able to test out these products. And then I received a box from Sleek Makeup, which is really exciting. So right before they ship out my package, they always send me an email with the products that are included, and they told me that they were going to be sending me the eyebrow stylist, which I was kind of confused about because they'd already sent it to me, but I mentioned in that video that they sent me the medium shade, which was too dark for me, so they actually sent me the light shade, which I thought was super, super kind of them because they didn't need to send me another color that was in my shade. So I just thought that was very, very kind and generous and thoughtful of them. Then Sleek sent me one of their blush by 3s in the shade Lace, which funny enough, I used to have this and then I gave it to my friend Jean, but I'm happy to have it in my collection again because these are some stunning colors and these are hella pigmented. Sleek blushes are so amazing. Very, very impressive, and of course a great price point, so definitely excited to have this again. And then Sleek sent me another one of their highlighting palettes. This one is in the shade Precious Metals, and this one comes with 3 creams and 1 powder, so I can't wait to see how this compares to the other highlighting palette they sent me. So I've been seeing on Sleek's Instagram that they recently released a new line of lipsticks called Lip VIP Semi-Matte Lipsticks that came in 6 different colors. They had some nudes, lighter peachy shades, and then they had some oranges and orangey reds. And I was like, oh, my luck, I'm gonna get the orange. You guys know I don't wear orange. I do not like it at all. So I was pretty surprised and excited that when I received my package, I had all the shades. They sent me all of them. Actually, one of these is a duplicate color. I didn't get all 6. I got 5 of them and then a duplicate, but still, that is so generous of them. I expected to get 1 color. They sent me all the colors. So I will have an entire review video on these products, and I will show you swatches on my hand and on my lips of all of the colors, but so thoughtful of Sleek. Like I said, I thought they were going to send me 1 color. They sent me the whole line. So that was very, very considerate and thoughtful of them, and I really appreciated these packages. And lastly, I wanted to tell you guys all of the returns that I made this month because there were quite a few of them. And I just wanted to update you guys, let you know what products I returned and why. So the first thing was one of the Wet n Wild ombre blushes that are exclusive to Target, and I had purchased the purple shade. You guys know that I am like the same shade as a piece of paper, right? So basically everything shows up on me and it shows up true to color. I had put 3 layers of that blush on and it was barely showing up. So I figured for $5, definitely not worth it. And I returned it at Target, which I didn't realize Target returned makeup, but they definitely do. So if you buy something from Target, at least try to return it. You definitely can. So really glad I got my $5 back because that was highly disappointing. Like, why can't I find an ombre blush that I like? The next thing I had purchased and returned within the month was the Milani Brow and Eye Highlight in the yellow shade. Now, I did use up matte cream last year. That color does work really well for me, but I was wanting to try the more yellow tone shade, and of course, like most yellow tone things, it's too dark for my skin tone, so I did end up returning that. Next, I purchased one of the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks in the shade Embellishment, which is that grayed out purple shade. I looked like a dead zombie. That shade looked so bad on me, and it was also incredibly patchy. So I figured, nope, I will get my $5 back, and I returned that as well. Then I returned some products that I have done reviews on. The first one would be the Maybelline Brow Pomade Crayon. The first time I used it, I enjoyed it. I tried using it 2 more days, and it was so difficult. That just is a very gimmicky product. I don't think it will work for a ton of people, so I did decide to return it and get my money back because I knew it just wasn't worth keeping because I didn't love it. I also decided to return the L'Oreal Mono Shadow. While it was a pretty shade and I did like it, I didn't love it, and the texture was the reason that I knew I wouldn't reach for it and it was going to be collecting dust in my collection. I also decided to return the Makeup Revolution blush in the shade Fusion. Now, nothing was wrong with that blush. It was very pigmented, a little powdery, but I don't really mind when blushes are powdery. It was very pigmented and pretty easy to work with, but that shade is so similar to several other blushes I have in my collection. I just picked that up on a whim without really thinking about it, and again, I figured I'm not going to be reaching for it over some other colors that they have, so I might as well return it. And the last thing I returned was at CVS. It was one of the L'Oreal Gold Dust Texture Polishes. Now that shade, Rain of Studs, I think, whatever it was called, that formula was way different than the statement piece. It was so streaky and freaking awful, so I returned that as well. So guys, that is my makeup haul for February. I would love to know what products you picked up this month, and I would love to know your thoughts if you tried out any of these items. Thank you all so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.